So today I'm going to be showing you an alternative to making a whole website just to dropship. In my last video I showed you a quick overview of what dropshipping was and my experience with it, but in this video I'm going to be showing you how to dropship without a website because my experience was with a website and I also made $0 off of a website, but with this method that's not using a website but you still get to keep a lot of the profit. I made hundreds of dollars instead of $0, and it was within a short amount of time. So I'm going to be showing you how to do it. I'm going to show you all of my secrets and everything. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you'll want to do is open up eBay.com. So once you open up eBay.com, you should have an account created, but for obvious reasons I'm not going to go over how to make an account in this video because first of all that should be pretty self-explanatory, and I'm trying to make this as short as I can while still explaining everything pretty good. So let's say you just created an eBay account. So the next thing you want to do before we move anywhere is open the website Aliexpress.com. You may have heard of it before, but it's pretty much what you want to use for dropshipping, what everyone uses. That's where you buy your items from to get delivered to the customer. So you want to go on the website Aliexpress, and once you're on here, you can also create an account on here which you'll need to buy anything from here. I can sign in, so let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm logged in, and basically what you want to do is search for trending items. Well, you don't even need to go through the trending items. It could really just be anything you could think of. You can search it, or you can go down here. You can just see products that you think people would buy. This is just products that I've looked at before, and it's recommending those like based around that to me. Now, the thing is, you want to find items that are from U.S. sellers so that your main target is usually people in the U.S., so you want to find U.S. sellers. But the good thing about dropshipping is usually you can ship internationally depending on your supplier, so it makes it more accessible for more people, not only to dropship but also to buy. Because let's say you're living in the UK or something and you want to dropship only there, then you can do that. Then you don't have to do anything else. You can just do it straight from here. So let's try to find U.S. suppliers by sorting it out and filtering it so it's only U.S. suppliers. So to do this, I think we have to pick a category. Let's just pick this. So this is some stuff right here. You can do ship from the United States, and I will get all the results that are from the United States that ship from there only. Now some stuff you want to stay away from, like for example, if you find this item for, let's say $2 you buy it for, and you can sell it, like someone's selling it for $3, but that's from China, someone's selling it for $6, then you want to stay away from this because you'll only be making $1 or $2, and it'll probably be hard to get in with all of the competition that there actually is. So you want to stay away from stuff like this and just move on and look for another product. You can also search through different categories if one doesn't seem profitable or there's just not enough profit to be made there. You can look at different categories. Just really, if you have a product in mind, you can search it. Let's say, for example, I want a bike accessories, which I have sold before and made profit off of, so that's something you can do. So, bike accessories. So, now you want to do ship from US. That one wasn't from US, sadly. So this one's like $3. So as you can see, this one's $3. So let's select that. It's $2 actually from the options that we selected from the U.S. I'm guessing if we did it from like Spain, it would be $3. Nope, that's from France. Anyways, you get the point. $3. So let's paste this into eBay and see what we get. This one's also selling for $2, but that's from China. $12 from China. These are all from China. Sometimes people will pay more to get it from the US. Like this dude selling it from the US, I believe $8. So you just want to look for a different product. Usually products like these make a lot. I've sold a lot of these bike bags. So let's say you select this one right here. Let's just search this in eBay. See what comes up. Sometimes it's not the easiest to find items that are selling for a good price, but this one's selling for $13. And how much was this right here? So this is $6 to buy, and these are pretty much the same thing. There might be different companies, but no one really cares about that if they're all unbranded. And this one even has a shade on it, a little shade. So this one is a good item to sell because no one's selling it for that cheap. The ones that are like $2 cheaper are from China. So for this one, since it's selling for like $13, we can just go ahead and look at it. It's pretty much the same idea. This one's also rainproof. You can see all the things here. This one actually has a cool feature like a headphone jack. It can go out of here, connect your phone and go out of here. So this is just a pretty basic idea. It has like a covering so your phone doesn't get wet. This goes in the front. There's different designs here. Some are more than others. For example, this one's like $1. I'm not really sure what this one is right here, but so let's just stick with this one. Let's list this one, and I'll go through how to ship this one because it is from the US. And let's say you open your listing up to international shipping, and someone bought your item from Australia. You could ship it from Australia. Let's say someone bought it from someone somewhere near China. You could ship it from there, and it would take faster than shipping it from the United States. So with drop shipping, especially on eBay, it opens up these doors to like pretty much internationally everywhere you can sell it. This guy sold 1,300. Let's see how much this other guy sold. 265. So this looks like a hot selling item. So this guy sold 26. He sold 26. So these are all pretty good. You can just see that everyone's selling a lot. This guy, even 8, like you can't complain with 8, even if you sold it. Literally all you have to do is buy it once someone buys it. So let's go, I'll show you how to list an item now. Okay, and I don't want to confuse you guys, but I'm going to pause right here. So basically, I forgot to take shipping into account because when you're drop shipping, you get charged shipping. And I haven't really listed a new item in a while. It's been months, so I forgot to mention this. But when you're drop shipping, you're going to have shipping costs still. You're not shipping it, but of course you have to pay, so they ship it. So I forgot to take into account that they're shipping on this item, which makes it basically non-profitable because $9 shipping is a little excessive. It's crazy. $9 shipping and then $5 item. So you want to find an item that has like $3 or $4 shipping, maybe even if it's $6 shipping, but you want to make profit on it. You want it to have a unique feature which will make people want to buy it, or you just want to increase the selling price. So for this item, that was our example, and pretend you were just listing it. Just list it for a higher price. So list it for like $17.99, or I don't even know if that will make you profit at that point. List it at like $19.99. I know I sold a lot of bike bags for like even $20. So whenever you're picking an item, I forgot to do this step. I'll mention it later on when I realize. But just make sure you add up the buying cost and the shipping cost to see if you'll make profit on that item. And then see what other people are selling it for, listed at that price, or like $1 lower. See if you'll still make profit. If you don't, move on, look for another item. Okay, now we're continuing where we left off on how to list an item on eBay for dropshipping. So first you want to go on My eBay, and then you want to go on Selling. And then once this loads, you want to click List an Item. Now you want to sign into your account because it will probably prompt you that. And this is just an example. You don't have to sell this item. Of course, you can look through them. It's not that hard to find one. So basically what you want to do is these titles are usually not the best since they're not really written that good. Trust me, if you see some, then you'll agree with me on that. So you can just kind of put this in, and then you can shorten the title. So let's actually just put this into here and shorten it from here, so we don't have to deal with the limit on here because it cut off at M in the MTB. So what we want to do is shorten the title to something that makes sense. So we don't need rainproof right in the beginning because that's not people's priority. It is an important feature, but bicycle bag, frame, front, top, tube. This is too excessive. Frame, front, top, tube. So we want to remove that and just write, for example, we can write top mounted to replace that for those 4 words that made no sense. Cycling bag, reflective 6.5-inch case, 6.5-inch phone. I don't think we need case in there. That's not necessary. And then touchscreen bag, MTB bike accessories. We don't really need the bike accessories at the end. So we can just write MTB bike, mountain bike, and then paste that into here, and now it fits in here. And if we want to add anything later, we can. Of course, we can search it. So you want to not like make your listing off of another item, and you want to make it off of what your item is. You want to make a new listing basically. So it gives you these automatically item specifics, and if they're wrong, you can remove them, like some of them, or you can remove all if they're all wrong. But this one's pretty much right. It's cycling, MTB, phone case, bag, slash bag. This one's good. So subtitle, if you've never used eBay before, then I'm just going to go over everything with you. If you have, then you pretty much know what this is. But you don't need a subtitle. It costs $1.50 more. So we're going to leave that out. So you can just go, this is important, you want to select your category. So you want to make sure it's right or in the best category, because this can look like a good category, but it might not be the best possible one. Like there might be a more specific one or a less specific one, or just a one that matches better. So in this case, I've sold bags for bikes before, and I know this is the best category for it. So next is variations. So I actually did this with some of my products, but I'll go over that quickly, but not too much in depth, because some products don't. Some products have variations, but most of them usually you won't have them if you're selling object like, I don't know, lint remover or something. That usually won't have variations. But what are variations? They're pretty much like over here. These are variations. The different types of items you can buy. These are all variations. And then from that item you can choose where you want to ship from. That's also a secondary variation. So if you're listing multiple items here, then I'll show you how to do that right now. So in variations, you want to click on create variations. It only works with some categories, and there might be fees too, so just keep that in mind. But in my experience, the fees, I don't really know if there's any fees. I don't really think there's any major fees that I've noticed. But I can't really say the same for you. So you want to click on create variations. Now this is pretty simple. The way they made it is really simple. So you can click on add, and for example, you can click add your own attribute if you want to add your own, like examples right here. Or you can select these presets here. Like if you did color as a preset, it would show the options for colors. But let's say mine is bike. Let's say mine is bike seat style. You can save that. Now you can add your options for that. So as you can see on Aliexpress, they have these options for this, and the under the option, for example, is this one. So that's what these would be. These would be like all of these if you were adding them. So let's say you would do, I don't know, I'll just do A, for example. You don't want to name it A, obviously, and B, but I'm just doing an example because I'm showing you how to make your attributes. So then once you have your attributes here, you can continue. You can change the prices, the quantity, everything from here. You don't need to worry about SKU. So let's say you wanted the price of all of them to be the same. I don't know, $16.99 or $17.99. That works too. or you just want to change one of them. Let's say you wanted to change B to, I don't know, 29.99, then you can do that. So all the rest, you get the point of how that works, hopefully. And then let's say the quantity, you want to change this one to 6 and this one to 9. You get the point. It's the same. It works the same way for the price and for the quantity. And you can add your photos. So actually, if you click on default photos, use default photos or bike seat style. If you click on bike seat style, then you can add photos individually for each one. So for A, you could add your own photos. You could save this photo right here, and then you could add that photo for A. Same for B. You could click on B. I don't know where that is. You could click on B, for example, and you could add pictures for B only, then do the same thing for C and D, and you get the point of that. You could have your own photos for each one, and these photos will actually show up in the main photo, so I don't know why that is, but it just is like that. But anyways, that's if you're doing attributes, but in this case, to make it simpler for the tutorial and to make it in a shorter amount of time and not drag it on, let's do it without attributes. Okay, so once we're back here, let's continue. I just explained variations. I'll try to do the rest much faster. So let's say your product when you're drop shipping is always going to be new. So you can do new with tags or without. Just to say safe, just do it new without tags. But you can do new without tags. It's really at your own risk. That part I can't tell you. That might be different for every product, but let's not try to overcomplicate things. This doesn't matter that much, new with tags or new without tags. So now the pictures, so let's do the pictures last because those will take some more time, and let's just go over everything else. So we have everything here. You can change the color. So in this case ours is black because the one we're going to be listing is this one, I believe. So the color is black for that, and the size, it's not, there's not really size for this item, so you can do item length and width and depth, but we're going to be putting that in the description too, so it doesn't matter here. You could do item weight. Again, all of this you'll want to see if it's in your listing description, and then you want to put it in there. From there, it will just help you sell your item faster. So then this is the description. So the description is pretty much the easiest part of everything. So for the description, you can straight up copy it from here. And some listings will say have like a drop shipping chart. For example, it's not on here, but the items I sell, they're usually allowed to be drop shipped. So yeah, over here it says yeah, this one says, I think I meant to say support drop shipping. This is what I meant. Since these are usually written from people who don't speak English mainly, the spelling is not the best sometimes, like with the title and description. So you'll also want to go through your description, because it won't be good if someone orders your item and then your description is totally different and they expected something else. So we don't need this. We can remove that. So let's just remove that. And let's just read through the description. So you would read through the description and see if everything's alright. And this is an important part. Note the lighting and the measuring, deviation, so that's just, those are two important things to make sure you have written in there. And so yeah, that's just the description. Now let's move on from here. You can also add extra things into the description. For example, you can add on to this 3 no returns accepted for this item. So that's just something you could add, different things, you know. So let's move on to the next setting. So fixed price, you don't want to put this on auction. And then you can do buy now price if you don't have variations. Then buy now price, let's say. So for this item, since it is from the US, it's like $6, and we looked at everyone was selling it at around $11 to $13. If we did this for about $9.99, then we could make some good profit there. It will be cheaper than the others, and we would make $2 or $3. So let's put this at $9.99. And I just realized this right now that the shipping is $9.40. I totally forgot about that. So this is a big mistake that I made before choosing this product to show you guys. But if you're choosing an item, just make sure that after you add the shipping, you can still make profit. Because if it costs like $15 to buy in total, there's no profit to be made on this product. But again, I am doing this as an example, so just forgive me on that and pretend that the shipping was like $1. So I forgot to check the shipping, but since we're already this far, let's just continue with it. So you want to make sure that the shipping is and the actual price you have to buy it for. You want to make sure it's not something crazy where you can't make profit off of. So let's just continue. I'm sorry about that. So buy now price you would do, let's say $10.99, because let's say you would have shipping. Let's say that shipping was $2 for you. So then you would still make around $2 or $3 per sale without having to do anything. So you could do offers on, but I'm gonna turn that off because I usually like to turn that off. Quantity, we could just do a 10. You might have a limit if you just made your account, so just do it like half of that, depending on how many items you're planning to sell. You could just do two of a quantity of 2 to start with to see how it goes, so you don't waste in case you want to sell something else. So these are just some other obvious settings that you should be able to just comprehend. It's not that hard. And then you can do require immediate payment with buy now, but this is not something super expensive, so you don't need to do that. Sales tax, you could choose all of that. Return options, shipping, shipping, unless you're adding an extra shipping cost for them, I would usually leave it on free shipping because people are more interested in buying items if it's free shipping rather than paid shipping. So handling time, you could put that on 2 business days, leave it on that. International shipping, that depends if you're shipping internationally or not. Then you don't know your dimensions yet because they're going to be shipping it, so this doesn't matter. Once a buyer buys something, you'll add the tracking number instead of having to ship the shipping label. It will give you an option if you click on it when someone bought it to add the shipping label, which this will give you in a few days. Actually, the handling time, you should change that to around 4 or 5 business days because usually they take quite a while to ship it, and that's just how it is for some reason. So then you have all your information. So let's just go back to photos because I did skip over that, I believe, yeah. So now you can add your photos. So you want to just copy all of these photos. So just don't add the video. And you save all of these photos, and then once you save them, you save every single one of them. You click on here, you click add photos, it brings you to this, and then you just select add all of your photos from here. And then once it brings you to this and you put your photos in, you have all your photos, you can rearrange them. You can actually also, I think, copy and paste photos in the description so it looks cooler, but I'm not going to go over that right now. So then once you list it, you can do this with multiple items, the same process. Do this with like 5 items. I was super bored one day because I had nothing to do one day. I was completely free. I was like, literally I had nothing to do, so I just did this randomly, and before I knew it, in the next few days, I started making a lot of money, and that was just from being bored and listing this. And then, of course, once you buy it, I'll also show you how to buy from here. So when someone else buys it and you click buy, you can add your payment method and your buyer's address. You want to add your buyer's address and not ship it to yourself, because if you ship it to yourself, then that would not be good. So you can this just popped up. So anyways, this is where you buy from, you would click place order, but I'm not trying to buy this, so I'm not going to click that. And you can also see the price, so if you just want to confirm the price, comparing to what you're listing it for. Again, I'm sorry for the shipping part. This was just an example, so make sure your shipping is cheap and you still make profit in the end. So then you could list your item, which I'm not going to do in this case, and then you would buy it from here when someone else buys it, and that's pretty much it. So it's really that simple. There's nothing more to it, and I hope this helped you. And I'll try to switch up my content a bit between engineering, or I don't know if you'd call it engineering, but like crafts and like 3D printing, that kind of stuff. So definitely stay tuned for those videos. I'm gonna make some interesting videos and experiments and how-tos on my channel, like with related to 3D printing and other things. And I'll also be making business videos and different types of content because I can't really make up my mind on one specific content. I might post a little gaming here and there depending on if you want or not. I'm not really sure about that yet. I don't play games that much. So I'll see you in the next video, and I hope I could help you. If this makes you any sales, make sure to let me know. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope I helped you. I said that for like the 50th time, so bye.